What's up guys, Houndish here, and today we're jumping back in with more Destiny 2 updates, this time directly from Bungie in the form of the TWID. So we get the weekly update today with a few insights and bits of conversation. On top of that, there are updates regarding various modes in the game, tonic crafting and more, as we do have a few more bugs which Bungie recognise and give warnings for today. So we'll dive in and talk about it all. As always, I hope you find the video useful. If you do, drop us a rating below. Otherwise though, cheers for tuning in and let's get into it. We'll start out with the Bungie updates here, and Bungie Help said, we're investigating reports where some players are unable to craft tonics. And so as a temporary workaround, players can sign into an alternate character to create tonics. And more updates will be provided when available. DMG added, I know the workaround isn't a 100% bypass and the team is looking into it, but there is at least a way to work around it. For the time being, I'm not sure what's causing that bug, but obviously it might be a bit frustrating if you are affected by it, so keep that in mind. Otherwise though, the D2 team also say, quick update re-Vespers host tracked issues. And as noted yesterday, Artifice Armor is not currently dropping in Master difficulty. That's certainly a shame, but obviously it isn't intended. So hopefully it'll be fixed soon. They also say we're investigating an issue where augments sometimes do not spawn. And then additionally, an issue where enemies holding augments are sometimes unreachable, which is an interesting one. But finally, we're investigating another issue where some secret codes are not working consistently. So if you're encountering anything along those lines inside of the dungeon, probably already the case that Bungie are aware of them. Hopefully we'll get some bug fixes very soon. Also on a connected note, I guess, just a personal opinion, but I'd love to see more unique rewards actually dropping for doing the Master difficulty. Artifice Armor is of course cool, but it'd be nice to get, I don't know, some adept weapons or other unique drops associated with Master. Of course, alongside the Triumphs, title requirements and things like that. Give us your thoughts in the comment section, but those are the quick updates initially. Next up though, as we get into the TWID, safe to say this isn't the most info-packed TWID we've ever had, but of course we've had a busy couple of weeks, so plenty of other announcements have happened as well as the new content drop. In the TWID though, they do offer some new wallpapers which are Vespers host and subsequently DSC sort of styled backgrounds, which is pretty cool. So you can see those on the screen, fairly juicy. And then they reiterate the Iron Banner dates correction that they posted to social media yesterday. And they say in a previous TWID, we shared that Iron Banner would be back for 2 weeks on November 5th, but that information was incorrect. And Iron Banner will be back on the week of November 26th, with Control being the featured game mode for the first week, and then Tribute being featured for the second week. So, of course, Iron Banner will actually begin during Act 2 of this episode, so quite a long wait really until the first event. There are some juicy rewards for the Iron Banner. So a shame that we've got to wait a while longer, but of course, we'll have Festival of the Lost between now and then, as well as the launch of Act 2. So still a few things on the roadmap to come. And otherwise in the TWID, naturally, they talk about Destiny Rising. So this is the new free-to-play mobile sci-fi RPG shooter set within the rich tapestry of the Destiny universe, which is being developed and published by our partners at NetEase Games. And they say it will deliver brand new adventures set in an alternate Destiny timeline, where it will also explore a narrative in the post-Dark Age era. And we had the trailer for that. We've done a bit of coverage regarding Destiny Rising. Bungie, of course, haven't been heavily involved with the development of this game, as it's essentially licensed out to NetEase. But we'll finally get the opportunity to sort of experience it for ourselves on mobile devices at the start of November, as there will be a closed alpha test for, I believe, Canada and US regions primarily. So it's going to be interesting to see what that is like in alpha format. Of course, when it comes to microtransactions and things, which NetEase have had a bit of drama around with Diablo Immortal, I'm not sure we'll necessarily even see any of that stuff in the alpha, but time will tell, and I guess we'll wait and see. So again, give us your thoughts on that, but Bungie do link the announcement trailer if you haven't seen it just yet. Otherwise, they speak about tonic crafting and revenants, so I guess this is a bit of an introduction really. And Bungie point out we've made all of the Act 1 story content available at launch, so players can go through the story at their own pace. In addition to the main quest line, you'll also find additional stories to explore in the Tonic laboratory. And then of course, when Act 2 drops, we'll get all of the story steps and story related stuff for that, or at least the main bits, in one go, just like we had this time around. But for tonics, they say, at the laboratory, of course, we can learn new tonic formulas to brew more powerful tonics, but we can also unlock Ido's fieldwork offerings. And if you're still getting the hang of how to master everything tonics have to offer, this is a quick rundown to help along the way. So The first thing players must do is brew uncommon tonics to discover rare tonics, which allows you to brew tonics with more powerful effects than their lower quality counterparts. If we brew enough rare tonics of different types, we'll start discovering legendary tonics. And these not only drastically improve duration, but volatile tonics will now combine the effects of 2 tonics in one, and enriching tonics will improve the chance to earn more specific loot. The more tonic formulas we discover, the more that Ido will request our help with fieldwork, which are a set of quests that improve your ability to brew tonics and unlock new lore and information about the history of the elixir. Complete minor fieldwork to earn additional reagents and rewards, and gain access to new major fieldwork. And completing major fieldwork will unlock unique upgrades that improve your ability to brew tonics and collect reagents. But upon completing all major fieldwork, Ido will offer a special key fieldwork mission, which sends us to recover a powerful device capable of brewing new tonics and permanently extending the duration of all existing tonics. I haven't actually got to that mission myself just yet, so I'm curious to check that out, but Bungie go on to say we haven't covered where you can get the materials to create these potent potions, as the game will point you towards activities that reward the ingredients. Some of them are constantly rewarded while playing the game, while the rarest and most valuable will only be awarded when completing or playing certain activities. Keep an eye on your feed and inspect your tonic capsule in the inventory to learn more about them. These are the basics of tonics brewing for Act 1, where we unlock one tonic after another, drink them to empower ourselves for a chance to earn specific loot, and complete fieldwork to keep the cycle running. So there's the breakdown, I guess. And it kind of sounds like tonics will expand and become more interesting as we go into Acts 2 and 3. And overall, I do think it's a cool system, at least in terms of the capabilities of those tonics, the boosts for rewards, and the sandbox component, albeit a little bit of an effort going in and out of menus consistently, but nonetheless, give us your thoughts on that below. And for some final mentions from the TWID, Bungie reiterate that content creators and streamers from 14 different regions will be competing against each other in a speedrun competition for Vesper's host. So in the TWID, there's a full list of everyone who's taken part in that, but they say for their final streams, players will have the opportunity to receive a tower pamphlet emblem as a giveaway. So if you want to check out if your favorite creators are involved in that, again, TWID is linked below. And of course, it may just grant you the chance to pick up that new emblem. Otherwise, Bungie talk about the Bungie Foundation Hurricane Relief Campaign, and Hurricane Helene and Milton have passed, but the long road to recovery for communities across Southeast United States is just beginning. To help bolster these recovery efforts, Bungie have launched their 2024 Hurricane Relief Campaign, benefiting the incredible work of our partners at Team Rubicon and Direct Relief. From clearing roads to downed debris and trees, as well as mucking and gutting flooded homes so homeowners can start the rebuild process, and delivering vital medication to health centers, Team Rubicon and Direct Relief are doing deeply impactful work across the region, and you can help strengthen these efforts by donating today. And with a $25 donation, we can earn the Through the Storm emblem, with all of the proceeds going to Team Rubicon and Direct Relief. So again, there's another link where we can donate to that. It's a nice emblem as well, and of course, it supports a lot of folks that have had their lives kind of tipped upside down once again, thanks to these weather events. So certainly something worth checking out, and I'll link the TWAB below. But final thing, known issues. And Bungie say the Helm's landing zones take players to the market district in the last city instead of straight to the Helm, so they're looking at that. On top of that, the health bar colours of major enemies has been altered, making it hard to distinguish between them and minor enemy health bar colours. They point out that dialogue and narrative are missing from minor fieldwork objectives. But there are other things like Salvation's Edge no longer advertising a pinnacle reward, the featured exotic mission not rewarding pinnacles, and a bug where only the first person to open the chest at the end of a 50-wave onslaught run receives rewards. That's kind of a frustrating one. So they recognise a few more things there, and like we always see early on in season drops, we're probably going to be getting patches on a nearly weekly basis fixing a lot of these things. So as always, I'm sure Bungie are hard at work getting them sorted out. But for today, guys, that is the TWID. So fairly minor on the news front overall, but of course we had the solo ops reveal yesterday for Frontiers, which sounds pretty cool. If you didn't see that, I'll link a video down below with more information on what that will be. But for today, if you've enjoyed the video, a rating below helps us on the channel. Also get subscribed so I can keep you posted with more Destiny content. But otherwise, thank you for tuning in, and I hope you guys have an awesome day.